Hello and welcome back to HWL Radio Sports. This is your host Hollywood, and I'm here with the co-host.
All right, this is Tony with the Don't Stop Corporation. Here it is, Saturday, y'all. Day before the big AFC NFC Championship game. Y'all ready to rock and roll. Also, that big fight tonight, too. So, like I said yesterday, y'all better tune in and get ready to rock and roll. We got some bad, sad news this morning, y'all. Some bad news. Government shutdown. The government shutdown. It's done deal. It's the first time it's happened in a long time. Everybody from Donald Trump. He's 48% the reason why the government shut down. Democrat is for 29%. They needed 60 votes for them to not have a government shutdown. It was 50. So it was 10 off, and there was no way in the world that they could win this. It was impossible. And like I said yesterday, I was really shocked. I didn't think it was going to happen. I was shocked that it happened.
So who's to blame for this? Is it the Democrats or is it Donald Trump?
Well, the Democrats are solely blaming Donald Trump. And Donald Trump and Mitch McConnell, who's the House Majority Leader, is blaming the Democrats. But they were saying that really it was all a setup because it was a slap in the face. Because if you notice, today is the first day Donald Trump had 1 full year in office. 1 full year. So it was they set him up. They said, well, we're going to do this purposely because we don't want him on his anniversary. We wanted him to be in for a surprise. And that's what it really boiled down to, believe it or not.
So they trying to smear all the wins that he did do, because I was looking.
That's right.
Because I was looking at the news, and also they said that Donald Trump actually sent aid to Haiti, but the news didn't broadcast that. The only thing they broadcasted was him saying like I said, he always say some fucked up shit, but I mean, I ain't justifying what he said was right, because what he said was definitely bad coming from a president. Like, this place is a shithole. But at the same time, if you go to them places and you come back, I want to know what you gonna say about them places, because you're not gonna say it was paradise.
Right, I agree. I mean, I think what hurt that whole thing, it was okay. Saying that is one thing. I think that hurt him, but what hurt him more than anything is when he said they should bring more people from Norway. And so what it was referenced is get rid of the blacks and the whites, and that's what people got. That's when they got real mad about it.
Yeah.
If he had left Norway out, it would have been so bad.
Yeah, and
that's what hurt him.
Yeah, and I definitely take that as disrespect. Because that's definitely saying get the blacks out and bring the whites in.
Exactly, that's what happened.
And like I always tell you, I'm not no biased person. I go with facts and everything that's right. So we calling him wrong for what he said, but at the same time, he's still doing a lot of stuff. Like you said, he's doing a lot of stuff that he said he was going to do in this campaign. He's coming through with it. And the whole thing that gets me is, you see, I have a newspaper on the website. Anytime I try to look up Donald Trump, me doing research, I find out all the stuff that he does do good. But when I try to look for stuff to post on the newspaper, everything for Donald Trump is bad. They never have nothing good to say. They don't want you to find nothing good that he did. They only want you to post the bad stuff. That's why I'm saying I think people don't realize that it's really an attack against Donald Trump through the media and through the Democrats, which really have power over the media.
I agree because, you said something important yesterday, and I like what you said. Basically, what you said was, you said, hey, I like how you see both sides of Donald Trump. And I'm going to tell you something. That's a good point. I thought about you this morning. I just woke up and thought about what you said. You woke up, and it makes sense because now I'm going to piggyback on it. Now, watch this. People talk about Donald Trump this, Donald Trump that, Donald Trump this, Donald Trump that. What they don't know is he's not there for nothing. He's not there for nothing. Okay, there's a reason why he's there. So there's some type of stuff that people like about him, something that he does well to make him feel able to be there. And people don't understand that. So you got to give people what credit when credit's due. This problem is people in these world, they don't give people what credit when credit's due. For example, you look nice, got a nice haircut, nice pair of shoes on. What's wrong with me telling you, hey, you look nice. That's a nice pair of shoes. People don't want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
For some odd reason. There's a lot of angriness and that animosity. So Donald Trump, it brings that person, that certain persona to the game. Where you're like, I don't like him. We don't even know him. If you get to know him, you might like Donald Trump.
Yep.
So that's what people got this bad in this whole world. It's not just against Donald Trump, it's against other people as well. So you got to give him credit.
Yeah, and
But this thing right here, it was something to put this. People don't understand. This was something. This was something to put a black eye on Donald Trump. To give him like boom, he will always have that on his record, a government shutdown. So with that being said, is they want to say something that's a mark, it's a check mark. It's gonna work its way out though. Trust and believe, because guess what? He got his hands on too much money. Period. So it's gonna work out. But you got to give him credit.
Yeah, but also it's gonna work out because he's gonna overshower, because you can't hide a person's good doings for too long. I mean, you could try to cover it up all you want, but when it starts coming out and people start seeing, then they start to point the finger at you, and that's what's gonna happen to the media and the Democrats in the end. Because right now, as you see, with that tax bill, Apple done gave people $2,500 bonus. That's without your paycheck.
Right.
Just $2,500.
Right. I asked the world something today. You asked the world something. You know what you just said? Something you don't realize what you said. You said it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Why it's gonna happen? It's because I don't know. What's his biggest defense? What's the biggest, greatest thing he talk about? What? The military.
Mm-hmm.
Without the military, without the government funding, there's no military. It's plain and simple. So you think this is going to be forever? No. It's just something that people, Democrats, want to do to give him a black eye.
Yeah.
No. That's his whole mechanism. How you going to be any threat to Korea when you don't even have a military? No government military. No government funding. It's the same thing. It's supposed everything down. So you got to make it happen. It's going to happen. But in the meantime, we got to stick for one another. If Donald Trump does something right, give him credit. If Donald Trump does something wrong, give him a black eye. That's simple.
You said do what?
If he does something wrong, then give him a black eye. If he does something right and it's good for the people, give him credit. If he does something good for the people, give Donald Trump credit. If Donald Trump does something wrong, then we say, this is not right, man. You can't hurt the people, the overall people, because of your selfish ways, or you think what's going to be benefit right for you and your people who has wealth down the road. You think that's right? No.
Yeah, because
it's not right.
Because I do agree, because they saying that the Democrats are being petty, but at the same time the Democrats are being petty, American people are suffering because the government being shut down. They say it's thousands and thousands of people that's going to be out of work Monday because of the government shutdown.
Yeah. The parts will no. They said the government, the military, the government funding will be shut down. No people get military pay. Some, I guess, I understand some parts going to be open somewhere, and I heard some names pop up. But what's funny is, guess what? Guess who still get paycheck? Guess who still get money? It's the senators, the Senate. They still get money. The ones who set this law while you plan and get it shut down, you still get paid. Well, these people get shut down. They financial things to just stop.
Oh yeah, and they said you still get your tax checks too.
It's what it says. This is what it does. It sets the W-2 forms back. It sets the tax checks back. Everything's been set back. But guess what? Can I tell you something, though? The good thing about it, guess what? If it happens that way, people have money in the summertime. That's good. So people spend always around money during tax season. Shortly after, right before spring. In the summer, they don't have the money. Where your tax money at? Oh, I spent it. Okay, but now you have some money for the summer.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a good thing. So look at things in the opposite way. Especially if you got an income. You working, get an income. I had to get this tax portion. Boom. Comes June or July where I'm normally broke. Oh, this is happening. So you have to think of some things that's a good point. But on the other hand, people need their money right now. That's how you look at American people. So they need their money right now. And I understand that. For everybody. I understand that. Because people don't know what you got to do with your money. If people need their money, they need their money. And you always respect in the game. Guess what? You will have money. You play with people money. So people feel like they've been played with now.
Yep.
The government shut down, paying more money. Boop, 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 boop. You know, that's what they feel. But they have a right to, though. They have a right to. Because guess what? They work, they earn that money.
I just hope the people don't fall for the same Democrat propaganda and go out in the streets and riot. Because it seems like that's the number one thing. They know how to get people to riot. They don't know how to do anything else. No, you're right, man. I tell you, it's serious, man. So, like I said, I hope this gets results for everybody because, like you said, and you know, that's how the Democrats look at it. It's going to hurt the American people overall. Mm-hmm.
And that's the bottom line.
So what about this game coming up? Did you get any news on Tom Brady? Is he playing or is he out?
Well, the game tomorrow. It's the NFC Championship. It's tomorrow. It says one is at 3 6:40, and the other, no, one is at 3:04, and the other is at 6:40 p.m. You have 3:04, you have Jacksonville Jaguars, New England Patriots, and then 6:40 you have Minnesota going to Philadelphia. I mean, who knows? They said he jammed a Wednesday in practice and jammed his hand, but you don't know. It could be just a play. It could be a slight move. Remember, listen to me. What you say yesterday? What you tell me? You said, look, man, this guy. Well, it was you. Another guy come. He said he don't like. It was he said he don't like New England because they play too many games. They cheat and they do this and do that. Okay, listen. What's their reputation? But also, guess what? They're smart. They ain't winning for nothing. They're smart. But watch this. It could be a game. You don't know. So you don't know. You don't know. It could be a sight game where you just one that focus on that. We throw them off. We come out and lighten them up. But guess what I tell you. Now we'll put my money on this. What did I tell you about Tom Brady? Who's gonna win it? Trust and believe me. You can't count him out. He's there. Brady's there.
But then on the other hand, it could be he kind of like fears Forte and the quarterback over there, and actually he's trying to come up with an excuse before he actually loses to Bortles. What do you think about that?
Have an excuse. Well, I mean, not as far as his hand.
You said what?
As far as Tom Brady's hand.
Yeah.
As far as Tom Brady's hand. I mean, you never, like I said, you never know. My thing is, it's hurt. He's smart because he's rested. The game is Sunday. Tomorrow, it's showtime. You heard it Wednesday. It doesn't give you too many days to recover. So, whatever he's doing, if there's a game or not, if it is hurt, he's out. So rested because, they're not stuck without Tom Brady. I said don't have him. But I don't see him sitting out. I don't see Tom Brady sitting out. Tom Brady, I don't see him sitting out. That's simple.
So they said it isn't clear yet, or they don't?
No, they want no test. They want no test evening. They want no test even for his final clear. But yesterday he's supposed to have another. Supposed to look at it again. I'm supposed to look at his hand and see what's the status of it. Jacksonville's gonna be ready regardless. You talk about number 2 defense in the whole NFL. So trust and believe me, they're gonna be ready.
Oh, okay.
They're gonna be ready. Jacksonville's gonna be ready.
So
all day long. So and then the Minnesota game. Philadelphia said they think that weather can be a factor. They think that weather can be a factor because Minnesota used to play in the inside. But guess what though?
What's that?
Can I tell you something?
Mm-hmm.
Minnesota's 6-2 away. 6-2 away. That's a mean record. 6-2. You have 8 games away, 8 days home, and you come up 6-2 in the NFL away.
Yeah.
Away.
And
Hey.
And that's Minnesota.
That's strong. That's Minnesota. That's strong. 6-2 away.
So do you feel that Philadelphia has? Do you feel Philly even has a chance, or they just gonna run through them?
Oh yeah, without a doubt. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you this on my manners. If Philadelphia if they had Carson Wentz, boy's not playing bad. But when I played the day the athletic season that Carson Wentz has, I promise you, I've seen it. If they had him, I promise you, they will wipe Philly, and they might have. I'm gonna tell you, and be honest to me, it'd be sorry for the AFC team too, and that includes New England. It'd be tough for New England. But I'm not having him. It puts him a step down. Foles are still got a chance. The Foles still good, but it puts him a step down.
So what happened to Russell? What happened to Russell Wilson and Cam Newton? Like, what happened to them two? You think the Philadelphia quarterback will have the same thing when he comes back next year, or will he be back in the playoffs next year?
Yeah, he will. Carson Wentz, they need him next year. He'll be back there with him. Trust and believe me. Russell Simmons.
Russell Wilson.
You can never count him out.
Russell Wilson. Not Russell Westbrook.
Russell. Russell. Okay, you're talking about Russell Wilson, the quarterback. They didn't have it this year, man. Not enough offense. Not enough offensive power, man. He didn't have it. The defense is good, but they had what hurt them too. What hurt their team over. They had 3 top defensive players out, including your best the best defensive back over there, Richard Sherman. Yeah, he was out too. But they had 2.
They ain't stand a chance.
That hurt their team, man. No, they had a chance. They didn't stand a chance. Exactly. They didn't stand a chance. You hear or no? If they had them, they would have been a good contender. Yeah.
Sherman's like
they kind of defense hurt them.
Sherman's for them like Draymond Green is for Golden State. Without him, they missing their heartbeat.
Right. Without Draymond Green, you're gonna hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because he played a big factor to the team in all type of ways. And that's what Richard Sherman does. And I saw one day they showed him out. Showed Richard Sherman out. He was out. They showed him doing some type of drill. I guess when his game was going on, but he was in plain clothes, and you saw a big difference of their team.
So
The whole team just motivates the atmosphere. That's boy, he make a difference.
So what about Cam
Yeah,
Newton?
and that's good though.
What about Cam in there?
I think her Cam between me and you. I thought about it. Well, her Cam is Cam have too much. Cam have too much media. He let the media get to him, say things, and throw him off the game.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
he like the beginning. He like the beginning of LeBron.
Yeah, well, yeah, somewhat he is. Because he just when the media talks about Cam, he don't play like he's supposed to. But the media stay off him. You notice when the media on Cam plays good, man. He's played good. He's a good player though. He's a good player. He just doesn't have enough help on his receiving team. If he had a couple more weapons, oh my goodness. One of the big mistakes they made is trading Calvin Benjamin. One of the huge mistakes they made.
Wow.
Trading Calvin Benjamin. So I heard him too. Their receiving core was weak, very weak. So yeah, man. It's gonna be big tomorrow. Big. This is what everybody waits for. Every year, the biggest event, biggest sport event of the United States of America is the Super Bowl. Everybody waits to see who's gonna be in there. So tomorrow, all eyes on the AFC-NFC championship. It goes down.
And we will be in front of the TV with the chicken wings, the beer, and the blunt rolls, and them tuned in, waiting on Jaguars to bring my money home.
I'm excited.
Yep. So that's gonna be it for today, y'all. So go ahead and shoot the shot for the advertisement.
Okay, here we go, y'all. We got Don't Stop Corporation going in, like I said, pre-Super Bowl weekend, AFC NFC Championship. Don't forget the big fight tonight, Peterson versus Spence. Is going down, y'all. So here we go. Have a great day. Be good to yourself as well as to others. Thank you.
All right, you have a safe trip. All right.
I appreciate it. Thanks a lot. I'm going to need it. I always need a safe trip, man. Appreciate that a whole bunch.
Yep.
Yep, and I'll talk to you. You take care. You have a great day.
All right, you too. So there you have it. HWL Radio Sports with the prediction for this weekend's Super Bowl, the road to the Super Bowl matchups. And like I always say, hit my motherfucking music, 'cause I'm out.